my stepdad is someone that doesn't beat. He just wants. It's my mom that beats. Oh, Father Lord. So he asked me that fateful day not to go out. I should just stay, that he wants to go get something. And I went out. I went to the next. I left the house. Like came out of the house compound. I went to the next place. My dad was not looking for me. And the annoying thing is, I have all the animated movies. I have Barbie. I have The Lion King. Momsy bought all of them.
So
but I still went to I go watch Tom and Jerry.
My dad is not someone that leaves beating till night.
Okay.
He wants to beat you that time
So
as they
but you just forget about it.
Once you run away, as long as he's no longer angry, he can't beat you again.
Oh wow, really?
That's how he is.
Hey, my daddy put inside cooler for you.
Assuming later, so he beats with the anger of that time.
I rode my bicycle within the hall and then dropped it and went to one of those slabs and peeped. Just put my head just to look into. Lo and behold, there was a snake that was coiled.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the live podcast, your safe space. All right, my name is Mercy Jumbo. I hear my co-hosts
Happy Oni.
Ruth Olochai.
Yeah, so today we are talking about something fun and exciting. We're talking about our childhood. Should I say everything childhood?
Yeah.
Experiences, fun facts, a lot of things about childhood. So first of all, question. Share with us unforgettable childhood experience.
Okay,
What is that thing in your childhood that?
Yeah.
Is it a good one or
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Anyone.
Maybe let's start with the good one first.
let's start with the good one? The good ones are plenty.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Or the funny one.
The funny one was when one time my stepdad asked me, because if you guys recall, I'm still praying, God, please don't give me child as stubborn as I am.
Is it as you are or as you were?
as I was,
Okay.
because now I'm calm.
Hallelujah.
Thank you, Jesus.
Praise God.
God is good.
Hallelujah.
So that fateful day, my stepdad asked me not to go out, and there was lights. He said, "Stay in the house and watch your cartoon." And my stepdad is someone that doesn't beat. He just wants. It's my mom that beats. Oh, Father Lord. So he asked me that fateful day not to go out. I should just stay, that he wants to go get something. And I went out. I went to the next. I left the house. Came out of the house compound and went to the next place. My dad was not looking for me. And the annoying thing is, I have all the animated movies. I have Barbie. I have The Lion King. Momsy bought all of them.
So
But
it's
I
go
still
far
went to
far
the-
said.
I go watch Tom and Jerry.
Now only that one you no get for house.
There's Tom and Jerry. Maybe they own Tom and Jerry. I don't know.
They're
Maybe it's the
different.
writer. I don't even know. So I went. I was just watching. I was laughing. The next thing I heard was, "Yes, Anna is inside.
Oh.
Your daddy is calling you." I just went outside. My dear, ladies are meant to gen.
Come on now.
The abara that they gave me, I don't know how to call it. That kind of slap they will give you. That was the first time he laid his hands on. Well, he did not say. I thought I asked you not to go out. I thought
You got the message.
when I saw it, I just felt triumph in my stomach.
You
The way he
shocking.
was looking at me. Before I would say, "Daddy," I just said bam on my back. I'm very sure you guys have watched movies where those Indian movies where they'll just blow somebody, the spirit will not fly out. that was how my spirit just went to the front and came back. I cannot forget. See, since that day, even if my dad to go and play with it, I was saying no, I like staying inside though. There's cold outside.
One
Even for,
message,
like
got it right.
Yeah.
so I cannot forget. And another scenario was when Jesus, I went out to play after I came back from school. My mom was inside trying to put everything together and make dinner. I went out to play. Father Lord. I went to do hide and seek with the kids
Stay when you're
outside.
small.
Yeah. So while we're doing the hide and seek, I entered somebody's drum.
Jesus.
Wait, was there water in the drum?
There was no water.
Okay.
Unknown to me, the owner went to fetch water.
Ah.
So I was inside, very happy that they won't catch me.
You came and poured water already.
When she came with the water on her head. When she wanted, she just, Jesus! When she saw me, I didn't even know how I entered the drum. My legs were short then. I just make the drum to fall.
And
And then I ran.
I stood.
I just went and sat inside the house quietly. My mom was like, what happened? I said, nothing, I want to help you. I knew that I've committed an offense. I was just praying the woman should not come and report. I just saw the woman. Mama Ene,
Hey.
Mama
Jesus.
Ene, this your pikin. I don't know what they do. She doesn't hear what. My mom was not apologizing. She narrated everything. But a drum, why they take cook? Hell.
Your uncle carry dirty leg enter.
When she finished reporting, my mom was apologizing.
What?
I just saw that my mom was the first locked door. What helped me that day was she locked only one side. She flog? She was flogging, I was shouting. I now escaped. I came outside of the house. She now carried firewood.
Ah.
You're stubborn.
Like, because she has warned me and warned. I think in a day, let's say in a week, just one day, maybe they won't bring. Let me just say half a day, they won't bring complaint to my mom. That was how stubborn I was. So my mom carried on with giant firewood. Hell. And she wasn't putting on slippers. The way I ran, because I know my mom was very upset that time, that moment. I was running. I just saw my mom with one firewood like this. I was running. I was shouting, Mommy, sorry, I won't do it again. And the thing is, if I say sorry, it's as if I'm doing times 10. So I knew that if I don't run that day, that fire would go finish on my body.
Oh,
I cannot forget that incident.
that's quite
And
interesting.
so as stubborn as I was, I know how to put everything in order, even though I was very, very little then.
Glory.
Momsy can't go out, then come back and meet the house scattered. My only problem was just being stubborn.
Yeah, you're stubborn.
I do put the house in order. I knew how to wash clothes, put everything.
Then
So-
you run and go and play.
Then I'll go and play. And not normal play, rough play, to be jumping.
Yeah.
And another one was when I don't play with ladies. I went to play with some guys, Vincent and Emmanuel, if you get to see this video. So
Shout
we
out.
went to one house with jump fence.
Ah.
God.
So when we went, we were playing. I don't even know. I think we were jumping. Okay. We're jumping. There was this block. So we're doing who knows how to jump higher.
Okay.
So while we're jumping, we had the bleating of a goat in a fence again. And I was like, okay, Vincent, Emmanuel, Taye and Kindy. So I was like, Taye, see this goat, let's help the goat. I made the front too. I now held the goat by the horn and was dragging the goat. The next thing, the horn broke. From the down, like you could see I don't know if I should call it flesh. Hell, goat started crying. The way the block that we were doing rehearsal, the way I flew that block, I just went inside the house and I sat down. The goat was crying. My mom was like, whose person's goat is crying? Both everybody went and sat in the house. People that you won't find at home. We just sat down quietly. Goat was just crying. The owner was now looking because the goat's head was stuck. And the owner heard us
Okay.
playing, but did not see us. The owner now came and was like, people from this compound, because it's like a 2 building. The other one, that was where we went. People from this compound broke. Yeah? Everybody sat down. Thank God my mom did not find out, or any of our moms, because you see
Yeah.
Taye and Kendi's mom, May her soul rest in peace. She's
Oh,
late now.
amen.
Oh, if that hold her children and she's fat. she was fat. She would sit on them. So those were the moments, memories I can't forget. And how mom still buys me gifts.
Oh.
Even though I was still very stubborn. There's no day she goes out. She'd have buy me agbalumo, cherry.
African cherry.
Yeah, African cherry. She buy agbalumo, African cherry, or ice cream. Or sometimes even a new dress. So
Oh.
I can't forget those times. So yeah.
So much unforgettable
Okay,
childhood experience.
let me start with the one that had to do with pain. Okay, so there was this day. I love to play football, but not watch football, sure. But to play football. So there was this day back then we're in Jos. So we closed from school and then walked home. So school was like 1 kilometer from home. And then we walked home. So on getting to the gate, there was this family, this house opposite ours. So as I was passing, the children were playing ball. So I think in the course of passing the ball rolled towards our gate, and we happened to be entering the house at the time. So trust me, I know PC ball leave. I'll kick the ball. Guess where the ball went? Went straight to their louvers.
Ah,
Went, you know how those louvers back in the
Yeah.
day were? It went straight to their louvers, broke the louvers. Unfortunately, they were not financially buoyant. They were just people that were managing. Immediately that happened, I just went into the house humbly, went through the gate, entered my house quietly, and went to, I was very sober. Then I think I told my elder sister what happened. No, I didn't tell my elder sister what happened. On her way back from school, their parents accosted her and then told her what had happened before she entered the house. So when she entered, I told her, she said, okay, this was what she heard. What happened? I explained to her. And then she was like, go and apologize to them. Else, daddy will deal with you. They eventually tell daddy. Okay, I was too afraid to even go and apologize to them. So I didn't go. I stayed in the house. So my dad came back from work. My stepmom came back from work. And then I think she was in the kitchen cooking when my dad got back. So unfortunately, my elder sister had to tell my dad because one way or another, we had to pay for the louvers. So she had to tell my dad. So when she told my dad started chasing me around to beat me. I know he had, if it's that one, he had the time. He will make out time to chase you around town to beat you. So he chased me around the compound to beat me. So in our compound there were like 3 flats, and then there was one of the flats was detached from the other 2, and it was closer to the gate. So between the backyard of that other flat that is detached and the front of the one that was attached to ours were rocks, big rocks. So we went round the 2 flats like that, I think like 2 or 3 times. He tried to catch me. You know how you stop and then you expect the other person. So that he couldn't get me. So I climbed the rocks and went through our neighbor's backyard. So her kitchen was open and she was cooking. So I ran into the compound, into our house, and then I was like, my daddy wants to beat me. My daddy wants to beat me. And she locked the door to the kitchen. And then my daddy thought I ran out of the gate. So I could hear him. Make sure you don't come back. So he went to lock the gates and then, went back into the house. So by the time, I explained what had happened to our neighbors. And he said, okay, let them go and beg my dad. I was like, no, that he was going to kill me. So my dad moved on and was busy doing other things. And then when it was time for dinner, they had not seen me. So at this point, my eldest sister had gone out to look for me. My stepmom had finished making dinner. And then when my sister was entering the compound, our neighbor now called her and said, Riley, your sister is in our house. My dad is looking for her. He's going to kill her. And I said, okay, let them go and beg. So she was like, the best thing was for me to just come out. So I followed my sister. I went through the backyard.
Can imagine the tension.
My stepmom had just cooked, finished making dinner. So I went through the backyard and then she held my hand and then took me in. I should just sit quietly and eat. Imagine, I should sit quietly and eat. So at this point, I was at the dining area eating, about to eat. So my dad was in the sitting area on the long sitter where he used to sit to watch football. And then like jazz. Really he does it like this. And turned.
Genge.
I said, and you have the guts to eat.
Hey!
Before I could say
Jack
Robinson,
They don't catch you.
he jumped over the long sitter to
Sorry,
the dining area,
Usain Bolt.
grabbed me. I held my stepmother's waist. That was how he was dragging me. She was dragging me. He kept dragging like that. Then later, eventually he let go of me so we could all fall.
Oh.
So when we fell, while she was trying to gather herself, he pulled me, dragged me to our room, and then he flogged me. Like he flogged me. I still have one of the scars. See, he flogged me, peeled my skin, and then it was like stay put. So of course you cannot stay put now. He used koboko. He was just flogging me anyhow everywhere. I was stumbling. He just continued.
Oh my goodness.
And then when he was done, there was nothing they could do. And by the time they were done, he just walked away. So my sister had to pick me. She literally picked me up, put water in the bathtub, and soaked me in the water. I was in pain. So that was like one of the most painful, experiences I had with, growing up. So, okay, let me stop at that. Let me allow you talk so that.
All right. I'll say one of the unforgettable experiences. One of them is it's actually something that was surprising about my dad. My immediate elder sister, she's a fighter.
Wow. Lionesses.
She can fight. Like it's almost every night you must see a mother and a child always go, your daughter did this, your daughter did that.
Wow.
And when they just report that she's already getting ready to run. Because she can fly chair. Before you know they're flying and running. Because my dad is not someone that leaves beating till night.
Okay.
He wants to beat you that time.
So
as he
but you just forget about it.
Once you run away, as long as he's no longer angry, he can't beat you again.
Oh wow, really?
That's how he is.
Hey, my daddy put inside cooler for you.
Assuming later, so he beats with the anger of that time. If you run and maybe he will just shout and talk, but we still have that fear. So there was one time I was going to school. I was still in primary school.
Yeah.
I was already angry. I think primary 4 at that time. And we were going, because once it's 7:30, you should not be in the house. Anything you are doing, if you are drinking tea, you leave it. If you have not worn your shoe, you carry the shoe outside and wear it. You shall not be in my father's house by 7:30. You should be going to school by then.
Oh, okay. Okay, in the morning.
In the morning,
okay,
7:30 a.m. You should be out of the house as primary school students.
Okay.
As at that time, 8 p.m. you should be in school.
Okay.
And our school is not so far. So I was angry that day because we left the house in a hurry.
Yeah.
And there was this girl, she was laughing at me that my shoe is funny.
Ew.
Just they were on my own, no, she just started to laugh. Look at your shoe is so funny. I was so angry. And I went to meet the girl. I did not fight her, I just pushed her. And the way she staggered, fell on the ground and bruised her hands. And I was scared because it was the front of their house. I just got angry. I just left with my younger ones. After school that day, they came to report to my dad. Now look at what I did. I was already scared. I'm not a stubborn child, though. Like some people, yeah. I'm not
Like
stubborn.
some people, call the names.
I call it.
If
Why
you want
why
to
you
talk,
feeling
talk
guilty?
to me
Abeg,
direct.
abeg,
Don't go
abeg.
through the corners.
I'm not stubborn. So I was expecting my dad, like my elder sister now, to beat me.
Hmm.
And my father was like, Madam, it's my daughter. I've never heard that she fought anyone. No. You should ask your daughter what she did
Hmm.
for my daughter to fight her.
Wow.
It's your daughter that has problem. Ah,
Yeah.
I was very happy. Jesus.
Hey.
I've never been so happy. Because I thought my dad would actually beat me. And he was like, this my daughter doesn't fight. He did not ask me what happened up to today.
Wow.
Up to when he died though. He did not ask me what happened. He didn't ask, even as the woman left, he behaved like
Nice.
nothing happened. I was like, wow. So I'm a good child in that aspect.
So it's important to know your kids and you know what they can
Yeah.
do
What they
and
can
what they
do. If
cannot
it's that
do.
my other sister, nobody will that get no the fight. She used to beat boys.
Wow.
There was one time she went to our neighbor's house and beat her 3 sons.
God, I beg. Mike
And if you
Tyson.
ask her what happened, she'll say, ask your child. She will never tell you what happened. She doesn't. So my dad, I knew that if you fight,
Yeah.
they will beat you. But that day he did not. And one of the other experience was when I beat one boy.
Hmm. Finally.
I became scared because not about my dad though. It
Yeah.
was like many years. I can count how many times I actually fought in my life. He made me angry. And I had these anger issues that time, and I could do a lot of things that at the end I'll get scared. How
Mm.
did I?
Mm.
And I hit his head on the wall.
Whoa.
Like the way I flinged him.
Wow.
And all the children there were not helping matter. Instead of them to separate, they were shouting, beat him, beat him. I hit his head on the wall. And I was scared still because, first of all, I was scared because my dad was at home. And I knew the mom might come
Okay.
and report. Secondly, I was scared that what if that guy had died or maybe passed out? Because the way I flinged him, it was enough to make him pass out.
Be
Yes.
unconscious.
Yes. And when they came to my house, the mother of the boy was not laughing.
Mm.
That she wants to come and see the girl that beat her son.
Ew.
That how is it that a girl beat her son? And she came to our house to come and explain how her son was crying that I beat him up. That how did I beat the son? And she was surprised, and I was surprised as well because I was expecting her to be angry, but
Yeah.
she was laughing that a girl beat her son. And again, my dad did not still ask. And this is the man I know that he's very, very, very still strict with. And that got me surprised actually. So it's
Something
one
you
thing
can't
that
forget.
Mm.
when I think about all the ugly, ugly things and I think about that one, it still makes me smile that I'm a good girl. And I used to fight and I'm not stubborn.
What about something you maybe you took lightly, but you know, in retrospect, you could say that God's hand was in it, like He delivered you from it.
I remember I was less than 6 years, but I remember clearly. I put super glue covers on my nose.
I don't know what's with this nose thing with kids.
What were you
This
thinking?
what's the name of that super glue? Is it Aradite they call it? That old super glue that is
Okay.
black.
God,
That
I
very
beg.
popular one. I took it. I've forgotten the
Yeah,
name.
I know if you remember the name God said.
Super glue. I don't know how I take push inside my nose.
Experiment.
And it was there for a very long time.
Eh.
My mom just realized that I was not okay. What is it? Nothing. I could not tell them that super glue, this thing was inside my nose. That thing happened in the afternoon, and I could not breathe well. My cousin at that time was staying with us. He asked, "Are you okay?" I said, "Yes, I'm fine."
Hmm.
My mom asked, "Are you okay?" I said, "Yes, I'm fine." And nobody will ever imagine because I was this child that doesn't like playing with sand.
Okay.
I was too neat for my age. That
Sorry, Ajeboter.
I don't want anything to injure me. If up to now I cannot ride bicycle because I heard that you must have injury. So anything will make me injure.
They should give us a word.
Anything that will just bring any bruise, anything I had this, I'll just tell my own. I don't like. If I play with you, squeeze my hand. That's the end of the play. We'll not play again in this life.
And mine is the beginning of the play.
I don't like that kind of thing. I'll stay on my own. So nobody would have ever imagined that and nobody put it though. Now me put it by myself.
And that was why you couldn't tell anybody.
Yes.
If someone else had done it, you'd have reported.
It was here. I could not. Hey. So it was when my dad came back and he bought mineral for us. So I took it.
Mineral is soft drink for those who don't know.
Yeah, soft drink.
She's a bush girl.
This carbonated drink, and I took it in a hurry. So the gas in it made me sneeze.
Oh.
That was inside the evening, like around 6.
My God.
And then it came out.
When I sneezed, they see red cover from my nose.
Oh, magic. Pew.
They could not beat me. They could not shout.
We just thank God. So we just thank God.
You know, same thing happened to my younger sister, the second child. That one at bed. She tore the foam, like the clothes that was used to cover. Okay. She removed the bedspread, tore the foam, then cut the foam, then stuffed it.
What is it?
For what?
Nose?
Then she was, let me say 5. So should I say 3 years before? She was very young.
Good.
With nobody knew. She started having fever.
Yeah.
She started having runny nose. And we noticed has stayed for a long time.
My God.
And she started smelling. The nose, like, started making her. Because it was already decaying.
My God.
It blocked all of her nose. Momsy was not like, they gave her malaria medicine. Nothing was working. Checked. I don't know how Momsy checked. Or was she the one that even did like this? Because I could recall, I think she was still a baby then. She just did like this and they checked. See something yellowish. Momsy was even thinking it's mucus.
It had become septic.
And when they removed it, the place was already injured. And I was like, hey.
Hi. Thank God.
That was why when you said you put something, I said, what's with this nose of a
God
thing?
saved me, because I knew I could not breathe well. My head, the headache was there, but I could not say anything. And that thing was in my nose for a very long time, for hours. It was there. Until I sneezed. And the thing came out.
Praise God.
Nobody could talk. They were just shocked. My dad was shocked. My mom was shocked. My cousin, they were just staring at me. Like, it's only God, though. Or one time, that's not me, my younger ones. Okay, for the sake of those that don't know, tapia. Mosquito.
Out of pie.
Liquid mosquito medicine.
Mosquito insecticide.
Yeah, insecticide. Those times, there's this house man that sells that.
Please don't tell me she drank it.
She drank it. The two of them, my immediate younger sister gave the other one.
They shared it.
That she should drink.
As per video milk.
And me, I was there. I did not say it because we were all small. We were all young. Very small.
You were waiting for your turn. They should give you.
I was like, okay. Say, drink it. She now drank it because anytime we use it, my mom used to keep the
that one that looked like a straw. Okay.
It's this olden days. They use this.
Okay, those bottles that look like
that they used to sell liquid perfumes now. Those small ones. So that's how they couple it. That my dad then would just use a screwdriver to open it. So no matter what, they'll still be remaining inside. And those things work a lot though.
Very effective.
So my mom will put them behind those old louvers window. The next side she'll just put it there. So later she'll gather them and sell them. So that was what she was doing. The remaining that is inside, my sister gave it to the other one. My mom was in the shop thinking that she left children with their senior.
That senior will get sense.
I was looking at them. I also want to see what will happen.
Oh my God.
When she now drank it, that one, she left her mouth open like she did not close her mouth. I don't know how the effects, what was happening to her. And I ran, I went to tell my mommy that my sister gave, Isioma gave the other one Otapia to drink.
Ah.
All that day, eh? She was very shocked. She thought I was joking. What do you say? She was like, where did she see the insecticide? I told her behind the window, the one small net it was open, so she drew it from there. And my mother was confused. So I see, I could see the tension. It was that time I knew that okay, this is actually serious. It's not a joke.
Yeah.
It's deadly. And my mom forgot her shop opened. She ran, left the shop. Oh, my sister drank red oil that day. She
My
drank
God.
palm oil. They were just saying, give her palm oil, give her palm oil. And that was how she was giving her palm oil.
And she survived.
To the glory of
To the glory
Praise
of God.
God.
She could not beat the other one. She did not even say anything. She was just quiet. Even when my sister had to sleep, she was looking at her to ensure that she was still breathing.
Yeah.
Because
Hi.
she was very scared. Like children, they will not put their parenting.
I remember one incident like that. Okay, so this happened when I was less than 10. We stayed in a school compound. My mom was a school nurse at the time. So we had bicycles that we rode after school hours. So that school it was surrounded by not really bush, but there was a part of it that was very bushy. So we used to have snakes, a lot of snakes,
Yeah.
So our house happened to be just on one side of the dining area of the school. It's a women's teachers college. So we were riding the bicycles when, okay, you know how dining halls are. You have this slab where they keep pots to serve.
Yeah.
So this dining area, this place where they keep the pots, there was like a stage. So it was like a slab but had wooden boards. And then some parts of the wooden boards were like open. So on this day I rode my bicycle within the hall and then dropped it and went to one of those slabs and peeped, just put my head just to look into.
Ella.
Lo and behold, there was a snake that was coiled. Okay, no, now I did not think it was later, years later, I had this flash that
It was a
it
snake.
was actually a snake you saw. Like I saw the snake because then they were like, you could see big snakes,
Yeah.
small ones, big ones like that. There was even a time a snake entered our compound, spat into the eye of our dog. So I remember that dog, October. Then we had to take the dog to see the vets.
Yeah.
So, there was a time he killed a snake within the compound. So this snake was big. I saw it, looked at it, and then walked away, continued riding my bicycle. So when I had the flashback, what happened that day, I was like, what if this thing had
Beat
you? And what if it beats me or spat into my eyes? So there are things that God delivers us from,
Yeah. As children,
but we don't
realize.
it.
Yeah.
Even as adults, you just see the hand of God. We don't really realize it.
All right. Thank God.
Oh, thanks to God.
Okay. So I know there are things that we feared as children. Funny things though. So what are those things that we are scared of as kids when you were small? I'm not sure say you get what you feel.
Now those ones where they seemingly strong, and then they fear pass.
So what are you scared of?
You've heard it. What was I scared of?
You see?
What was I? What was I scared of? Okay, should I say? What was I scared of?
Okay, while you think about it.
Yeah.
Okay. I remember as I was entering my puberty, that stage, there were things I was beginning to experience that I didn't really have anyone to, talk to about it. I remember one incident like that. I had I told my stepmom that I'd started growing hair and I was uncomfortable. I wanted to shave. She should, my, wanted to say mother-in-law. My stepmom said, if you shave under there, you will block your fallopian tubes and you will not be able to have children.
God, I beg you.
It scared me. Like, it scared me. And I could literally picture, shaving, hair going there, blocking, and then no kids. So, that scared me. But after a while, I just couldn't, hold it anymore.
Yeah.
Do you know that I don't remember my first period? Whoa. I don't have a memory of my first period. I don't have a memory. I've tried to remember. I don't have a memory of my first period.
Wow.
That is weird.
Very weird.
I've tried to remember. No show. I don't have a memory of my first period. And the truth is, my growing up, from the time we moved to my daddy's place, especially when my stepmom came, the last woman he married, from the moment that woman, he married her, we started to live in fear. So all the things that she did and said to us created fear in me. And so for the longest time, I lived in fear. I feared everything. I feared everything. I feared sermons. I feared the unknown. I feared what people thought. I even what people would say. I feared everything. I was afraid of everything. But there's this superficial thing that you just have and people will think that you're very bold and courageous.
Yeah.
Because the truth is, you try to step out of those your experiences. You try to do things, and so because of those many experiences, I couldn't tell anybody. I did not tell anybody. In fact, nobody knew about what we had to go through until my dad passed. That even the person that was closest to me, I had mentioned that person to you before we started shooting.
Yeah.
She had no idea. And they were very close family members. But she had no idea of what was going on.
Why?
Because I never said anything to anyone. I never said anything to her. So there was a whole lot. And also, because I was a Muslim, I remember the sermons that were preached in the mosque in school, and a lot of times they were scary. So, it would get you to question, is God always angry?
Yeah.
Is he a horror?
Fears.
Yeah. So there was always this negative.
Yeah.
There wasn't that. There wasn't anything like, oh, God is loving, God is kind, He's merciful. Dwelling on His goodness.
Yeah.
But it was always on His punishment, His destruction, and all sort of things. So even that, if man will cause you to fear, how much more when they tell you about the God that made you?
Yeah.
True.
So there was just so much fear. And
I wasn't scared of anything.
Share to come. I know. You're not
think
scared of the dark.
no, I wasn't.
It's
Okay,
scary.
was I scared?
no, me, I wasn't scared of the dark.
I wasn't
Sha.
scared of the dark. Not until I heard the story of Madame Koi Koi. Yes.
Oh.
And we had one neighbor that had very shiny eyes. That was scary. In the dark, her eyes will be shiny like this. So,
Okay, I feared. There was a time I feared. Was it really fear?
Yeah.
You know how
okay.
you see a movie and then you think it's real.
Yeah.
I remember as a child, we watched this film. What's the title of the film? I can't remember. It had to do with a mermaid. Splash.
Okay.
No, no good, no splash. No, no,
Oh,
the rest.
Whatever.
So,
You pay now.
so the title of the movie was Splash.
Yeah.
So it is about a mermaid and all that. So that same school where we lived in, there were I think there was a pool within the assembly hall. So there was a pool. So I used to think that
Mermaids.
they were
mermaids,
come
so
on.
they just put water in the pool. That mermaid will come out, and all that. So
One thing I was
Just
scared
wasn't-
of
Okay.
was albino.
Hey.
I was very scared. Like thinking about how I was scared of albino now is very surprising. My elder brother had one albino friend. Jesus.
Hmm.
I cannot pass any road I see that guy. If I see him coming, I feel like I want to convulse. The fear. I was around, even till I was 9 years, that grown, I was still scared of albino. I was feeling like they were just scary. If I see albino, the way I used to be very scared. God, I was very scared of them. Like they make me shiver. And I will be crying, I'll be running. And that guy was not nice.
You follow him.
maybe he was aware that you were afraid.
Yes, and he was
Mhm.
taunting
And he will
you.
want to carry me. I'll be shocked.
Aha.
I'll be screaming. You know, that made me I still remember that fear, the way I was scared. So anytime a child is scared of something, I don't like someone taunting the child with that
Okay.
thing. Because there's this boy that comes to our house. That boy is not scared of anything. Anything you want to use to scare him, he'll start laughing at you. Very small boy.
Yeah.
But I discovered there's this mannequin in my house that he's scared of. So
Oh.
my younger ones were so excited that finally there's something
Yeah,
this boy is
something.
scared of.
Yeah.
So they get to use that thing to scare him. And the way he used to be scared and the way he screams, I don't like it.
Okay.
I don't like people scaring children with those
Those things that they are really
Yeah,
afraid of.
Because I feel like they can converse. Like
True.
They
You know,
can-
some people do it just to get them to the point where they are no longer scared of those
actually
things.
that boy faced it too, as small as that
Uh-huh.
boy is. There was one day he saw it. He now carried slippers and he was
So sometimes you
Yeah.
just last
What?
you be like,
Yeah.
this thing that was scaring me.
yes.
You know, sometimes when my girls are jumpy about maybe roaches or lizards, I'm like, those things they're afraid of. They're actually
I'm afraid
you.
of you. I was scared of albino. And the girl would be like, no, don't be scared. Come for where I will run. And he was even sometimes he'll get something for me. I will not take. I was that scared of albino. Up to now, I don't even know why I was that scared of them. I was very scared of albino. And of course, I was scared of cockroaches. All right, the next question.
It's about the following day.
If your younger self sees you now, what will shock them the most?
Oh, shock them.
Yes.
My younger self, first of all, where did you carry chop front hair from? That's what will shock my younger self.
So that's to say when you were younger.
Yes.
Oh my
Very
God.
Yes, can we see the
Kai. You don't want to see that.
Let's see the hair now.
No. I don't want to traumatize people. Like,
All right.
yeah, so
That's happy, your younger self.
You go first.
My younger self will be shocked at how I can face the camera like this. Like, hey, you will see my first attempt.
You guys don't want to say it.
Like, sometimes I'm almost surprised. Like, now you the face camera like this. I used to be very scared.
Yeah.
So my younger self will be shocked and amazed. Like,
Yeah, same here. My younger self will be shocked at this, and also the fact that I can actually talk to people.
It's true. Stand in front of crowds. Crowd, rather. Oh, you're still working on that.
Hey,
It
auntie, I
depends on
whispered.
the.
I whispered. I whispered.
One other thing again is I know my younger self will be shocked that I did not study medicine. And this me is thankful to God that I did not study. Yeah.
the same boat carry us.
As in I was still in school, still dey study medicine, they read big, big book.
My dear.
What God cannot do.
Does not
exist.
All right, our last question. What would you say to your younger self? Any message?
Lil Happy, you gonna be alright.
Yeah,
Last, bar, you gonna be alright.
nothing lasts forever.
Answer. Answer first. I will answer.
Ah, what will I say to my younger self? This too shall pass. Yeah, this too shall pass. And whatever you put your heart to do,
Yeah.
whatever you put your heart to achieve, you get it.
May sound funny, but this is really kind of deep because there are things, situations that we found ourselves in that it looked like it was the future was
That's the
bleak.
end, yeah.
Yeah.
Like the future was just bleak. There was you couldn't see what was ahead. So really, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
This too shall pass.
And more will come.
Yeah.
That
So-
will still pass, you know.
What would I? What's the question again?
What will you say to your younger self?
What would I say to my younger self? Well done.
We
Hmm.
try.
You try.
Be
True.
stubbornness, like
Oh,
this.
yes, not that part. But I'll just say what I would say to my younger self is well done. And a pat on the back.
Yeah. Like you made it.
You made it.
You made it
Came
this
out
far.
alive.
Yeah. You survived.
I'm happy for you.
You survived.
And
True.
yeah, we want to thank God still that most of the things that got people to commit suicide
Mm-hmm.
made people, most of them in the psychiatric hospital now. Some with high BP
Your hair standing strong.
came out strong, you know. Yeah, sometimes you just have to thank God for helping you to pass through whatever you passed through and you are still strong. You came out strong, right? So yeah. Is there any
One
other?
more thing
Yeah.
I'll tell my younger self. If I could see my younger self and I want to rewind, enjoy naps while you can. Because
Yeah.
one day you will crave them.
Especially now.
How did they used to say it? Since yesterday I woke up. How did they put it?
I've been awake
I
since
woke
yesterday.
up yesterday.
Yeah.
Long story short, I'm craving sleep. Sleep no they do me.
You
But
know
I
they
could
do.
remember those times when
They go they shout,
go
go
sleep,
sleep,
go sleep.
kerosene. They used to come with that doesn't like sleep, then kerosene. I don't know.
Okay.
They say kerosene does to sleep. You know that palm oil, ground oil.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
say it sleeps, but kerosene doesn't sleep. So
This guy, you guys,
all these
kerosene.
children, me, I like sleeping.
You know, whenever
I
I
still-
tell my little cousin to go for her to go and take a nap, and she's like, "How's that? See life." I'll just be picturing myself. Now like this, I'm looking for someone that will tell me go and
But,
sleep.
I'll be happy. And I wish I could have my childhood back.
I know me, I don't think.
Ah,
No, in a better. not
Okay.
kind
Okay,
of way, yeah.
I get
Because
you.
sometimes I'll look at children playing and I'll be like, I feel like my childhood was stolen from me. Like I grew up fast.
Yeah, I get you.
I grew up fast. I do not have this childhood where I have to be. I'm just a child. I'm just a child.
I
Yeah.
understand.
So sometimes I just want to.
I think another thing I'll say to my younger self is don't be afraid. You can do whatever it is that you dream and desire to do. And don't be afraid because God has got you and Jesus loves you. You will find Jesus along the way. He has always been present in your life. He has always been with you, but you will find that connection with him along the way. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with everyone and love yourself. Love yourself.
why am I now having plenty things to tell my younger self?
Please, your younger self can be watching. So tell your younger self.
Another thing I would tell my younger self is you won't have it all figured out at adulthood. Because
But it's okay.
yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Adults are just lucky that pretend to know what they are doing.
And some of them don't even know what they are doing.
So you won't have it all figured out.
Yeah.
And yeah, you also survive. Because one of the fears I had, you said what I was scared of was because I was into this, I joined this jazz club.
Okay.
Yes, so we did the debating and speech and prize giving day. You know, at a point they were calling me newscaster. So one of my fears was
See. Been a long
See.
time coming.
seriously, and one of my fears then was doing maybe making a mistake in
Mhm.
front of
People.
So and I'll have this picture like how would it be? How will I handle it? Tell my younger self, you've had that mistake and you've handled it very well.
Yeah.
So,
Ta-da.
Oh,
All
so
right.
have faith.
Yeah, have
Have
faith. You can do it. Just
Have
take
faith.
it
Just have
one
faith
step
at a
at
time.
a
At a
time,
time.
and you get there. Yeah. So thank you so much for staying up until now.
Mhm.
We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you, darling.
Thank you. Stubborn girl. All right. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please do well to comment, share your childhood experiences, what you feared the most as a child, your belief as a child.
And let us know what you want us to talk about next.
Yes. Let us know what you want us to talk about next. We'll be waiting at the comment section. Do well to like and share. If you are those persons that just view and pass,
Those waka pass
don't do
people.
that. It's not good. It's not fair.
Don't do it.
Please subscribe. Subscribe to this channel, and the Lord will bless you in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen. All right. Bye. See you on the next episode.
bye.
God
And
bless
don't
you.
forget to also tell us what would you tell your younger self in the comment section.
In the
Right.
comment section.
Yo.
All right.
Love ya.
Bye.
Take care.